Welcome back to BAS 121. We're going through Chapter 12, Classification Techniques. So I've put a lot of examples out there, but let's make sure we go through all of these. I went through the three, Knearest Neighbor, Discriminant, and Logistic Regression in our last, some of the videos. There's a whole example of how we go through Knearest Neighbor, normalize the data normally. We did 5. You've seen this output. Let's talk about discriminant analysis. That's where we're basically coming up with linear equations. And we'll compare the two scores. We'll come up with an equation for a reject or an equation for accept. Whichever the data scores higher on, that's what we'll do. And of course, we took you through the example of the classifying the data that way. The last technique was logistic regression. It's sort of a variation on linear regression, except where the dependent variable is a 1 or 0. And what's actually mathematically happening behind the scenes is we're calculating a probability between 0 and 1. And then we get normally, well, not always, but oftentimes you decide that if it's over 50%, it's success. Under 50%, it's not success. You'll have the option to change that if you want. I don't want to get into all the logistical math that's going on behind the scenes, but it's basically turning it into a range between 0 and 1 so we can convert it to a probability. And I walked you through how to do an example of that and what the output looked like. So those are our key classification techniques. The next data mining technique is association rules. So these are the ones folks are familiar with in terms of if they bought this product, they might buy this, or they're more likely to buy this. And this has everything to do with conditional probability. Remember, conditional probability is based on this condition, does my probability change substantially? Right? So if I know this fact, oftentimes in medicine, I know if you have high cholesterol, then the probability of getting diabetes goes way up, and that's very helpful to have those associations. So we're going to take you through an example on a comparing computer purchases, PC purchases, and I think that's better to do in Excel. So I'll walk you through that Excel example in the next video.